Hey everyone, welcome to Yin Yoga. I'm Kim, and today we have Yin Yoga weights number 5. If you like this series, give it a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the material. We're going to start warming up the arms and coming on over into a little foot stretch to begin. Now, not everybody has the feet and ankles and stretch mobility to sit in this hero's pose. So if not, just come here in a more traditional hero's pose. And even at the beginning, this can feel like a challenge. So just be easy. It doesn't matter if you can only stay here for one breath. Take a deep breath in. And then come on forward. We're going up into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. I'm tucking the toes under and rocking it on up. This might be your first kind of movement of the day. It's mine. So I'm going to pedal the feet. I'm going to be rotating my hands externally, shoulders externally, hips internally. A micro bend in the knee, and I find my downward facing dog. From here, we're going to do that series. You might have done it in the cat-cow stretch that allows for this beautiful warm-up of the arms. And what we do is we take a deep breath in, we come up into plank, push right on through into upward facing dog. I'm up on my toes, massive toe stretch here, head back, deep breath in. Exhale back, up to down dog. Stretch it back. Deep breath in. Exhale out as we push through to upward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale back to down dog. We're going to do it one more time. Get your rotations going while you have the chance. Toes pigeoning in a little bit, hands clocking externally. Deep breath in and exhale it out, pushing straight through upward facing dog. But my knees don't touch the mat. I'm really holding myself up. Tent the fingers to take any pressure off the wrists. Push it on back. And now we are going to walk the feet forward till we get to a forward fold. Now, again, first one of the day. So you can bend your knees. Remember, we're warming it up. Warming it up here. So bend the knees. We don't have to go straight into a hamstring stretch. Bend the knees a bit. And we'll take the palms and we're going to slide them right up the thighs and get a lovely little flat back. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. You can hang here and try not to lock out the knees. I want to, so I have to really focus on that micro bend. Elbows close to the sides. You can also tent the fingers and do it down here. And lift the chin. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Drop the head. Lift it. And as you exhale out, I'm planting the palms and I'm splaying my feet out and I'm coming into a squat. Yours maybe up here, might be down here, wherever your squat is. Remember, you're working towards this openness of the hips, this openness of the feet, the ankles. There's no judgment. And just be in it it might just be a breath. It doesn't matter. But if you give yourself one more breath each time you do it, before you know it, you're going to have this very open hips, open, strong ankles and feet. Deep breath in. And exhale it out. I'm coming forward, almost like I'm going to do a crow. And just ease on back to the position of your choice that we're going to work on our triceps. So I like to sit on the heels with this foot stretch. That may or may not be the perfect position for you. If not, you can come onto the flats of the feet. You can't do it from here unless you've got short arms because your knuckles will hit. So you find the hero of your choice, or you're up here like this and feet tucked or feet flat, depending on what feels the most secure to you. All right, so from here, this is perfect for me because I'm not clunking the ground. We're going to do triceps. Now, I'm only using 3 kilo weights. You choose. And the key here is slow and focus. So with the breath, deep breath in, exhale it out and hold. Deep breath in, exhale back up. Deep breath in, exhale it out, and deep breath in, and exhale. On your own time, find your rhythm with your breath. Keeping it slow. Feel the muscles that are engaging in both directions. So we're getting triceps, and then we're getting wrists and forearms. Triceps, wrists and forearms. Focus there. You might be up here. You might be like this. Pushing out, bringing them up. Whatever feels right for you. We'll just do a few more. Whenever you start to feel a burn and it feels like, okay, I've reached my maximum, stop and either relax in hero's pose or come down to a child's pose. So if that was my burn there, I would put the weights down and just tuck on down into relaxing child's pose until the blood rushed back into my arms and I felt like I could do some more. So it doesn't matter if you do 2 and then rest and 2 and rest. You're building up, and it'll also depend on the how heavy your weights are. Obviously, as you increase the weights, we are putting more stress on the triceps. We're building them more, but I want you to imagine what you're doing here. Double the weight. These are 3 kilos. I'm pretending they're 6 each. So I am pushing on forward. Really getting a good activation. Triceps, and then the wrists and the forearms. All right. Weights down. You get the idea with that one. Now from here, we're just going to go into a beautiful classic Yin Yoga pose where I have wide leg, half butterfly. I'm planting my elbow where it will go. Now, it might be here for you as I reach up and I'm reaching over. And you put your palm down if you need to kind of give yourself a little brace here as you stretch into this pose. You might be down here with the elbow bent and on the mat. With every exhale, bring more to the stretch, more to the posture. You're going to feel this all up the kidneys, the side body, and when you can, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon, you will be reaching for your toes, tilting your head up, and then relaxing. And we'll just be here for 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Feeling that side body stretch, pulling towards the edge. One more deep breath in. And I'm going to exhale it out. I always think of cartwheeling back up. I haven't done a cartwheel for a very long time, so I'm not sure that's how it would go with the cartwheel. But I like to imagine it. Vagination's everything. Half butterfly, wide leg, and to begin with, I might hold on to my ankle and it's just getting right over in that direction. You might even have a blanket or a bolster. Watch this. Here, so you can have extra support. That actually feels quite good. So it's all fine wherever you're at. However you want to work your way down and in to this full side body stretch. So good for the meridians. They are activating. I am finding my toes and I'm inching myself down, tilting my nose to the sky. Let's have 3 long, slow, deep breaths here. Inhale deeply, the 3rd breath. And slowly release it. I'm coming back up to the top. Oh my gosh, that feels wonderful. Okay, into Baddha Konasana for a quick foot massage. The feet are working out, even though we may not realize it. Don't worry if your Baddha Konasana is up here, your butterfly, your cobbler pose. The more you do it, the more open things become. But right now, it's just all about the feet. So the arches in particular, toes. Give yourself a good massage. And go ahead and circle it around a wee bit to give your back just exactly what it needs. Before we go into this next move, which is actually really good for the back, you'll see. Okay, onto all fours with the weights on both sides. Again, these are the 3 kilo. I want to get my hips as much as I can above my knees. So I'm in this all fours position. And I'm going to do our classic lifting the right leg out, following with the left arm, rolling it in and down. Now we're alternating, not doing all one side and then the other. Left leg out, right arm up. Engage the core. This is working the core, obviously the forearms. Up we come. And the back, it's working on balance. It's a wonderful exercise. Exhale out to center. Now often you'll see people do all one side and then the other side. It's not near as good for the spine as alternating. Come. Let's do 2 more. Tuck and under. Down. Deep breath in. Tuck and under. And down. Alrighty. From here, setting the weights down. So from here, we're going to do a beautiful release on the back. And there's a couple ways we can do this. Flat back. That's the main way. There's no alternative to that. I'm going to cactus my arms just because of the amount of space I have, but you may have your arms straight out to the side. And you can just do a very simple twist. Let's just roll the knees around for a moment. Just put a little energy into the back of the pelvis. Now, with my hands cactus, I'm just lowering my bent knees over to the left and finding this beautiful reclined twist. We're going to be here for a minute or two on each side. And so this is this is the first option. You can do a couple things if you have any soreness in one side of the spine or both of the lower back. Take the left hand, put weight in, and use it to kind of leverage yourself over, glide the head over to the right, and I'm going to, as if clamshell, lift the top knee, but I don't let it come up. And what you're going to feel happen is this beautiful opening in the sacrum. So as much as you want, you can keep that pressure there as we find ways to utterly relax. If it feels like too much tension to hold the knee down, then just let it all melt. But you might want that first moment of lifting that top leg, not letting it come up. And you'll feel a tremendous amount of extra space created in the lower spine. Let's use this time for Ujjayi Breath, which is the slight constriction in the back of the throat. And we get that susurration sound. Let's do 3 more long, slow, deep breaths. And as I exhale out the 3rd breath, my hand comes back to cactus. Let's do another little roll of the back, the knees actually, which was kind of driving it, rolling one way and then the other. And then we are allowing the knees to fall over to the right, and that's creating our twist on the other side. Now remember, I'm just going to fold this like a hinge, this right hand down to the top of my left knee and thigh as I twist my head, turning my head to the left, and I'm doing that clamshell thing where I'm lifting the knee, but I don't let it go anywhere. And I'm going to do this for a few breaths. Even one slow deep breath and exhale. And then I keep my hand there, but I let everything relax. Relaxing the eyes, relaxing the face, relaxing the right arm, shoulder, melting into my scapulus. Remember, with Yin Yoga, we want to find our edge and hold it in stillness. So we're going to do that for 3 long, slow, deep breaths. And one more deep breath in. And as I exhale it out, I'm just rolling right on over this way and pushing up into seated for our final weight, which is going to work the deltoids. I'll show you from the side first. And again, it's up to you. You can do this one in the simple hero with the feet flat if your ankles allow for that. I believe we've got plenty of room for that. I usually do it, again, I tend to do it from the foot stretch. Your feet might not be ready for that, so also your alternative is to do it right up here. And what we're doing, I'll come down here, it's kind of resting my weights here. Looking forward, engage the core, lift the weights, and we are coming out. And I was always taught that this is like pouring the tea kettle. I'm pouring that tea kettle out in nice, smooth, easy. You keep going. I'm turning this way so you can get the full view here. So, and exhaling out. Find your rhythm with your breath. We'll do 5 more. Remember, you can adjust your weights. You want it to be challenging. Some of you may want to do this to failure, meaning you do it, this is failure in a good way, you do it until your muscles just say, no, I can't lift another thing. And that can be a great way to do your weights. One more deep breath in. And exhale it out. So you adjust your weights, because your first few times, if your anterior, medial, and posterior deltoids are not in condition, they haven't had much work, then you're going to want a lighter weight. You may even use just your hands like this, and then inch it up. Inch is probably not the right measurement. Weight it up. Bring it up, so if it's 3 kilos, the next time it's 4 kilos. Add a half a kilo or a kilo each time, and you'll find that you can build up and up and up. Okay, our final posture is a beautiful, one of our favorite ones, flat back. We're going to do one rainbow arch. I'm really, I do this. I've got my back arched. I'm stretching up. Deep breath in. Exhale, I am exhaling out, and I'm coming up. My spine is pushing down into the mat. At the same time, Uddiyana Bandha, navel to the back of the spine. I'm pushing my abs up into these fingers. So fully engaged abs. Deep breath in here. Exhale it out, and we're coming up into, scoot back a little bit. We're coming up into sleeping possum. Let's just again do a little foot action where we do the making bread, cat making bread. So spread the claws. These are claws. Mark the territory. Spread the claws. Curl the toes. Reach. Stretch. There's a reason why cats do this. Usually when they're feeling really happy. We're happy. And point up to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Let everything go. I'm going to put a little bend in my knees and bring my knees forward so the flat on my back is resting on the mat. And from here, I want you to take beautiful, long, slow, deep breaths and just feel how much the ground has your back. You are supported. I want you to feel that support and really accept it. Allow for the fact that you are supported. All right. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, I'm going to grab my toes with my feet. And this is they call it bound monkey, but I like to call it bound hedgehog, where my knees are into my elbow creases. I'm double clasping. Up comes the chin, but open airway, and I'm pushing. My knees are trying to push their way out through the bind, but the bind holds. And as I do this, I'm pressing my lower spine and sacrum into the mat, and my sits bones are expanding left to right. Deep breath in. And exhale it out. Stretch on out long. I've completely eclipsed the mat. There's an eclipse today. That's why I'm thinking of that. Deep breath in. Hands down to the sides. You guessed it, Wiggle-asana. If you've never done this before, where have you been? If you've never done this before, the hips are the epicenter. They are rocking my pelvis, my thighs, my feet. It's a very relaxed shimmy. And the more you do this, the better you get at it. And I've said it before, people pay a lot of money to buy this little machine that does this for you. You can do it yourself. Deep breath in. Keep wiggling. And exhale it out into stillness. Revisit that moment where you recognized how powerfully the mat, the floor beneath the mat, the earth beneath the floor has your back. Feel that support and send a little gratitude for it. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. I'm going to exhale out this breath and bring my knees up. You stay here if you want to. There's no rush. Rolling on up to seated, full circle, back to where we began. Thank you for practicing with me today. I love these weight series, and it's really fun to do them with you.